Hi everybody, this is Dr. Devin Barley with Greenwich Chiropractic, and in this video series we're talking a lot about shoulder pain. Now what we know is that the shoulder is the most movable joint in the body, and when that's the case, it's typically the most prone to injuries. So I know there are a lot of people out there, especially with active jobs or who have had some sort of accident with shoulder pain. And one of the important things to note before we get started is if you're having shoulder pain, instability, weakness, it's really important that you get checked out by a healthcare or a medical provider to understand that there isn't something more seriously happening that's underlying, okay? But when we talk about the shoulder, there are 3 tests that you can do just to see if your shoulder is involved in some of the pain that you're having. Because what we know is that shoulder pain can come from other places. It can come from the back. It can come from the scapula, the shoulder blade. It can come from the neck. It can come up from the elbow. So these are 3 tests that you can do to help isolate whether or not this is a problem in your actual shoulder. So the first test that we're going to do very simply is an abduction test where we're just going through a little bit of range of motion. So all you're going to do is position your shoulder and you're going to bring it out to the side. And what you want to do is try to work through that entire range of motion all the way up and then all the way down. When you get halfway down, you can stop and then you're going to bring it down. If you find that you're increasing any pain as you go all the way up to the side, or if you're unable to get your arm up all the way, or if when you hold it out to the side, it starts dropping without you controlling it, and that's a pretty decent sign of a rotator cuff injury and it needs to be evaluated. The second thing that we're going to do is behind the back. So the first test that you're going to do is reach up overhead and you're going to touch the opposite shoulder blade, okay? So you want to get as close to that shoulder blade as humanly possible. And if you're feeling any pain anywhere in that shoulder joint or you can't get that arm up over your head, then that's a sign of a serious shoulder problem that needs to be addressed. The third thing, and this is always the most fun, is same thing from the back, is you're going to reach up and under to touch the opposite shoulder blade. So you want to make sure that your arm can get all the way up and under to be able to touch that opposite shoulder blade. And if not, it may mean that you have some sort of impingement. The muscles are crowding that joint. We know there are 8 muscles that attach to the shoulder, just the shoulder alone, let alone the tendons, the ligaments, and all the other structures in there. And so if you're feeling pain or you're unable to do any of these things, then most likely you have something like an impingement, a shoulder rotator cuff injury, tendinitis, or maybe even to the most severe extent, arthritis. So like I said, those are 3 very simple things that you can do to sort of check the shoulder to see if it can be evaluated. While these things are not going to be curative, they are a few simple tests that you can do to manage or understand a little bit better where that pain is coming from. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you on the next video.